What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the new teaser trailer for Season 3, massive updates to Richochet, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, how are you guys feeling about the marketing we've gotten thus far for our third season? I feel like momentum and hype in the community is a lot stronger this season than it was back in Season 2, and that might be because of the fact that Season 2's DLC did get leaked out fairly early on, right before Season 1 Reloaded even came out for Modern Warfare 2, so I feel like that hurt momentum a little bit for the game's DLC cycle, but so far it looks like a lot of folks out there are really excited about our next season, which of course does begin on April the 12th. As of yesterday, I posted a full video talking about everything we know so far about our third season and every piece of DLC that you should be expecting for every single game mode. But earlier today, we did get a new teaser trailer for the cinematic cutscene we're going to be seeing, featuring Valeria and even Alejandro. So in the cutscene, Alejandro confirms that Valeria has escaped.
Valeria's escaped. Let's fight fire with fire.
Last we saw them in the campaign, Valeria was being escorted to some type of holding cell, and Alejandro stayed behind with Rudy to ensure that that was a smooth process, but it's unclear how Valeria somehow escaped, but I wonder how that's going to tie into the cinematic storyline going on through the raids, which has Task Force 141 going after Hadir, Alcatala, and figuring out what's going on with even Makarov. So with that in mind, a really cool connection is possible between these two storylines, and it looks like the cinematic trailer that did get leaked out a good, 2 weeks ago, the cutscene itself didn't get leaked out, but details about it did, and that did say that Valeria would be a part of the cutscene, so it looks like that leak did in fact check out, and of course the usual suspects on Twitter like Task Force Leakers 141 were the ones that ended up posting that over online. But this also seemingly confirms that these are going to be our Battle Pass operators, so it's unclear if only one of these is that Battle Pass operator and the other one's going to be released through a bundle of some sort, but I do think we're going to have both of these people through a Battle Pass, and then we're going to end up maybe seeing our licensed celebrity operator during the mid-season update, and then whenever the third raid comes out, we'll end up getting some type of free access and unlock to maybe somebody like Alex, who also leaked out a couple of weeks ago. So there you have it for those out there that were confused about when and how Alejandro and Valeria were going to be released as playable operators. But it's totally a possibility based on the Activision data breach that Alex doesn't release this season, and based on other rumors that just popped up recently, Alejandro could be playing a large role in the third raid, and then he's the free operator you unlock by beating that episode. That could always be a possibility, since the data breach does say we're only getting 2 new operators, so Alejandro, Valeria, and then 1 licensed one, so I'm assuming whatever that celebrity crossover is won't be until the mid-season 3 update, so that could be what's going on, and Alex actually isn't releasing this season after all. Totally a possibility at this point. Call of Duty put out a really funny tweet talking about how Valeria's famous quote is that not even the dogs bark at her over in Mexico, but then you have videos like this.
Sorry.
So I know for a fact Valeria is going to be fairly popular here in COD 2.0. Let me know if you're going to cop her character down below in the comments, but they also started a bit of a debate over on Twitter as to whether or not you should be Team Valeria or Team Alejandro. Let me know which team you guys are supporting down below in this video's comments. But we then got a new leak from the, of course, usual suspects, Task Force 141 leakers, that apparently the gunfight maps coming to Modern Warfare 2 are not going to be original experiences. Apparently they're going to be just cut portions of the existing 6v6 maps already in the game, so that's something I'm a little concerned about, since I was hoping we end up seeing some type of sections from campaign or other areas of the game that are worthy of being little 2v2 experiences, but it looks like they're just going to cut pieces off of the existing maps, which I guess is still better than nothing. I suppose content is content. We all want to see gunfight, and I'd rather see gunfight with maps that already kind of exist in the game versus not seeing gunfight at all. But it's also being rumored that Building 21 might in fact be one of those gunfight experiences, so I think if anything I'd be happy to see portions of a Sheikah or something of Building 21 turned into a 2v2 map instead of seeing something like Crown Raceway or Farm 18 or even Shipment turned into a gunfight map. But you know what, if it means we're going to end up seeing 12 plus gunfight maps over the next few seasons because we're going to have those maps cut out from existing ones, then I suppose that is better than nothing, and hopefully they also expand on gunfight a bit and add in some tournaments, blueprint rewards, and other exciting surprises. Now, Infinity Ward also put out a poll asking which multiplayer mode we want to see in tomorrow's playlist update. Again, every Wednesday we do get a playlist update for COD 2.0, and it looks like for the multiplayer the options are 10v10 TDM, Dome 24/7, third-person shoot house, and even extended shipment. They also clarified that extended shipment doubles the base score limits for longer matches. This is not no limit shipment like we have over in Vanguard, unfortunately. I'm sure that'll also be a mode at some point in the future of this game's life cycle, but I did put out a tweet saying I want to see third-person shipment because that would play very damn well. I know whenever I found shipment in the third-person mosh pit, it was a blast, but it's just so rare to come across that I want a 24/7 version of that alone, who else wouldn't be that bad? But the obvious choice here is for sure extended shipment. Not trying to be that boring traditional COD player that's like, yeah, I just want to play one map over and over again for all my grinding and my camo progression. But I think shipment with double the score limit for each mode would be best for any camo progression, or if you want to go for those 100+ gameplays like I do whenever we're streaming. But we also got some interesting Season 3 Ricochet updates that were confirmed earlier today. So as they went ahead and wrote, we got exciting updates to share from our Ricochet anti-cheat team, outlining several new layers of security and detections across all games and modes, with a focus on ranked modes for MW2 and even Warzone 2. So first off, they maintain a zero tolerance policy on cheating in all modes, including ranked. Studios may adjust the skill rating SR for players that have frequently played with and benefited from banned cheating accounts, even if they themselves have not used cheats. Team Ricochet is happy to announce a new replay investigation tool, so something like theater mode, but just for them behind the scenes. Any completed match can now be loaded up and watched as part of our investigation process. All match data is automatically captured and stored for matches played in the highest tiers of competition. You asked, we answered. Team Ricochet has deployed third-party hardware detection, and devices that give players an unfair advantage are against our policy. Using controller pass-through devices on PC or console inappropriately will lead to account warnings and even more. So for all those Walmart cheats out there, Cronus users, there's going to be a problem once Season 3 does roll out. There's going to be a big problem for those people. As previously revealed, various mitigation techniques are active in both MW2 and Warzone 2, with several more surprises for cheaters currently active and in testing. Let's dive into a few currently active. So we have cloaking, the process of hiding legitimate players from cheating players. We then have disarm, the process of removing weapons and equipment from cheaters while in the game. There's also then the damage shield, the process of providing legitimate players with a protective barrier against cheaters. And we have plenty of clip demonstrations on screen showing exactly how all these features work. They also said we can only share some of the advancements Team Ricochet have made today, as it's a constant game of cat and mouse to preserve fair play. As a reminder though, please always report cheaters you see in-game for our teams to review. So this is a big step in the right direction, right? For those out there that are like, oh, let's boycott the game and let's, be very vocal online as to what's wrong with it, a lot of things have been answered, right? And I'm not trying to be the quote-unquote COD shield to say that, oh, we can't be critical of some of the game's decisions. Yeah, let's be vocal, but in a respectful way. I want to say though, this is a big step in the right direction, the right step as well. For those out there that are frustrated to see cheaters in top 250 in ranked, or cheaters in Resurgence, DMZ, regular MP, this is huge, and this is fantastic news, so this is something to really applaud, since I know Team Ricochet has been hard at work ever since Ricochet got introduced. But like I've always said in videos, look, it's complicated to keep up with all the new methods, all the new cheats, the unlock tools, whatever the case is. Team Ricochet always has to adapt, likely every single season, and of course with each new game. And it's just unfortunate that people out there somehow pay full price of the game just to cheat, right? It kind of makes more sense in the free-to-play aspect of COD 2.0, whether it's Warzone or DMZ, but to see those cheaters in multiplayer or ranked is absurd. And I just will say, I think with time, Ricochet will get even better, to the point where it'll be rare for somebody out there to get past the safety measures and security measures that Ricochet offers. Hopefully we see hack-free Call of Duty experience, or something close to that, in the next year or so, after more and more cheats and methods get ironed out by this team. But considering that now they have their own version of theater mode, it also begs the question, right? Will theater mode ever return in the form that we all remember for not just Treyarch titles, but even any other title on the COD 2.0 experience, right? I would say now that all games are being built on the same engine, using the same technology, maybe it's possible that a very smooth theater mode experience could release that accounts for the new Black Ops game, the Modern Warfare, your Warzone, your Zombies, whatever the case is, because theater mode really hasn't been peak, in my opinion, since like Black Ops 2. It worked in BO3, didn't quite have all the features we remember from BO2, and you're looking at, Black Ops 4s, Cold Wars, they were there, but they weren't always stable. I mean, theater mode was only in one Infinity War game. It was MW3 2011. Have not seen theater mode at all in any non-Treyarch title ever since, so hopefully that becomes a possibility at some point soon. But going back to the Task Force Leakers 141 account, a ton of images were posted of unreleased maps, and even some of the release maps we already have in the game. They wanted to clarify what each codename correlated to. For those out there that were confused as to what some of the codenames for unreleased multiplayer maps really meant, there are images for most of those unreleased maps that I can't show you on screen for obvious copyright reasons, but for those out there that want a bit more of a visual of what to expect multiplayer-wise in some future seasons, there you have it. But of course, our Lighthouse multiplayer map is an original 6v6 experience coming with the launch of Season 3, and does feature at least one building that is a one-to-one to one of the homes that we saw over in Estate from MW2 2009, but but in the images that this person did post, of course, we have a nice look at some upcoming 6v6 maps and even some ground war experiences taking place at night. So I do think we have some interesting multiplayer updates on deck, even if most of that content is just a bunch of cut content from Al Mazrah. And when I say cut, I mean they just kind of cut portions out of some of the points of interest and turn them into ground war or 6v6 experiences. So it also looks like the Scar subcompact Carbine is a weapon coming in Season 3. So with that in mind, we of course had this rumor from this Twitter account a couple of weeks ago, the same folks over here, saying that the Intervention, the Scar, and some other weapons were going to be dropping in our 3rd season, and they've been spot on with what they found, and it looks like that's all in connection to what we're going to see in the launch window of our 3rd season. So of course take all rumors with a grain of salt, but figured I'd go over that real quickly for those out there that wanted to know more about what to expect weapon-wise. But I'm recording this video on a Tuesday, April 4th. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 5th, we should be seeing our official roadmap and blog post reveal, in which I'll be breaking everything down in separate individual videos for each game mode, right? We're talking MP, Warzone, DMZ, and then some of the global changes we're going to be seeing through the entire game, right? Whether it's some UI updates, whether it's some new features to the social hub. I'll be breaking all that down, of course, here on the channel. Definitely stay tuned. Now, today we got the release of the Alpha Decay bundle for 1,300 COD points, featuring the Antibody Hazmat skin, which got marketed quite a bit with the mid-season 2 update, 2 blueprints, a really cool Hazmat charm, and a Gangster Ghost loading screen. Again, not that expensive and a pretty cool looking skin that you'll probably see in some beautiful artwork and even some renders here for some upcoming videos. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on our updates following the marketing of Season 3 today? We got a bit of a teaser for the cinematic cutscene of Alejandro and Valeria. We got some new updates in regards to Richochet and some new features coming for anti-cheat this season. And we also talked about some other really interesting rumors from the usual suspects online. Let me know what you think down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.